Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. You're watching All the Beer No Idea. I am Baz. Right, beer we got coming up now is one that it created a bit of a storm, to be honest. Every man and his dog has reviewed it. I'm a little bit slow to the party, but it's better to be late than never. And what we've got is one from Guinness, and this is their cold brew coffee beer, coming in at 4.0%. It's in a 440ml can. I picked up a 4-pack for £5.50. Should have been £6. Got 50p off with the old Tesco's thing. This was actually released in America about 12 months ago, so I believe. It's had quite a good reception from the reviews that I've seen. I think generally most people have liked it. There's been the odd one where I think people have been a little bit disappointed. And incidentally, before we get going any further, I actually tried this about 5 minutes ago, and it was at room temperature. And I'll be honest with you, opened it up, it shot its bolt, flew everywhere, got it into the glass, kept the review going, and I actually found it really disappointing. I agree with Jonathan Brown on this. The body was thin, I thought. The mouthfeel, I don't know, I wasn't impressed with it. So what I've done now is I've actually got a cold one out the fridge. I think I've got one more can in the fridge, but this time I'm going to try the cold one. It will be interesting to see what I think of it. Like I say, the one that was at room temperature, very disappointed in. And regardless of what this is, if you buy this, my own opinion now is don't have it at room temperature, because I thought it was awful. So there we are, Guinness glass at the ready. Let's stop waffling. Can there, lovely artwork by the way. So I'm going to try get this open. Let's hope we have no more slip ups. Get it into a glass, see what we get. Yeah, not as bad that time, not as bad. We had a little bit coming out the top, but just a little bit of water, if you like. Having it warm, it really shot out. It really shot out. As you can see, we got the old typical cascading Guinness head, if you like. Quite mesmerising. So, yeah, like I say, it's been quite well received, this. I didn't like it warm, or when it's room temperature. It also exploded, so we'll see what we get with this one. We just got to wait now. And now a cat wants to come in. You're going to be a pain, cat. So, beer in a glass. It's still settling down. I will wait for it. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that settle. I'm going to let the cat out, and then we'll come back and crack on. So, 3.5 minutes in, I do apologise. Beer has settled nicely. Looks like a typical sort of Guinness. Very sort of creamy head. It looks jet black in the camera. I think it's pretty much jet black. I mean, you could go sort of like deep dark mahogany if you like. No sort of... Yeah, I can't see any carbonation going up. We got a good finger and a half of real compact, creamy, slightly off-white head. Looks like a typical sort of Guinness. So, give it a swirl and we'll try and pick up some aromas. It says on the can, beer with cold brew coffee and natural flavours. It's supposed to be caramel as well. Flavourful notes of coffee, chocolate and caramel make for a delicious yet refreshingly sweet sensation. Let's dive in on the nose. Yep, you do get a lovely coffee aroma in there. A little bit chocolate, definitely big caramel notes. Smells really good. Can't deny that, it does smell really good. The warmer can that I done, I was definitely getting more caramel, not so much coffee. And I didn't really pick up on it on any chocolate. But you do get the chocolate in there. So, let's stop waffling on. Let's dive in, give this a try. Cheers. Okay, very thin. It is very thin, in all honesty. I think it may be, again, better cold. I think being cold, it's still very thin, but it doesn't feel as thin, if that makes any sense. No real carbonation in there. It's very smooth, the mouthfeel, very soft. But for me, it's not a nice, smooth or soft mouthfeel. For me, you're greeted on the taste with that typical sort of stouty, roasty bitterness. Kicking in a little bit after is that cold brew coffee. Just behind that, you're getting a subtle sort of caramel flavour, along with chocolate sort of mixed in there. Yeah, ironically enough, it's a weird one, because like I said, I've had this warm now and I've had this cold. For me, there's faults if you have it warm. If you have it warm, there's problems and faults with it. When you have it straight out the fridge and it's been in there for a few days, excuse me, there's faults with it there as well. Now, whether it goes in the fridge for a couple of hours and you just slightly chill it and you maybe get the best out of it there, I don't know. I don't know. I got another can. Do I do another one of them sort of reviews? I can't be asked. But for me, I know it's had a great reception, but on this occasion, I would agree with Jonathan Brown from Northern Southerner. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. Body's like it's the same old, for me. It's the same old sort of boring Guinness beer with a little bit more flavour. It's just got a big coffee hit with a little bit of sort of caramel in there, but it's still that same sort of boring Guinness for me. So a little bit disappointing. I was looking forward to it, but for me, Guinness cold brew coffee beer, it don't do it for me. It don't do it for me. Beneath all those fancy words of cold brew coffee and caramel and chocolate, underneath all that, it's still that same old sort of Guinness, and for me, it doesn't do it for me, I'm afraid. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say I wouldn't recommend it in my opinion, but you know, it's going to appeal to some people out there, or a lot of people. So feel free to go and try it. When you do try it, let me know what you think. If you have tried it, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Tell me I'm wrong and I know bugger all, because I know that anyway. That's it. So thank you all for watching. Sorry for rambling on so long. Feel free to subscribe. And old Bazza here will see you again on another beer review. Cheers.